Premamrita, how it increases our attachment and absorption in Krishna. And after that, different sources of Gaura Katha. One of them is Chaitanya Charitamrita. And we heard how Chaitanya Charitamrita came to us through Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And then after that, we heard about the Palastuti of Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's very clear, right? Quite clear. If the Prema Bhakti has to come and sit in our hearts, it is through Chaitanya Charitamrita. When we hear about Gaura, the associates of Gaura, the names of Gaura, the Bhakti in all the associates of Gaura and how they interact with each other. By knowing that, by their mercy, then only the Prema Bhakti will come and sit in the heart. Actually, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says the Prema Bhakti will come. Just by hearing that, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prema Bhakti will come. Then we entered into the Chaitanya Charitamrita. The first one is the Adi Lila. Adi Lila is from the first half of the Adi Lila. Major part of the Adi Lila was about the Tattva. Vande Gurun Ishan Bhaktam Ishan Ishavatarakam Bhaktakyam Bhaktashaktam. The Tattva. And after that, the appearance of the Lord till the Sannyasa Lila of the Lord. And then after Sannyasa Lila, the Lord goes to Advaitacharya Prabhu and then to Jagannath Puri. And then he blesses their Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He blesses Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya with pure devotion and then goes on to Dakshin Desh Yatra and comes back to Jagannath Puri and then meets all the other devotees in Jagannath Puri as introduced by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and all the devotees from Navadvipa also come to Jagannath Puri, and everybody, all of them, they have Beda Kirtan. And after that was Gundija Marjan. It means everything is ready for Jagannath Swami to come out on Ratha Yatra. So the Ratha Yatra. Then we heard about the Ratha Yatra. The whole Ratha Yatra from Neelachala to Sundarachala, Sundarachala to Neelachala. And after that, we heard about the Lord having accepted the invitation at Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's place and deliverance of Amogha. That passed. And then, after that, the Vrindavan Lila, right? Lord's attempts to go to Vrindavan and then come back again. After that, actually, the Lord traveling through Jharkhand to Vrindavan and the Yatra in the Vrindavan. And now the Lord is heading back. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is heading back from Vrindavan to go to Jagannath Puri. So this is what we are going to hear now. So today, dear devotees, we will hear about Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Balabhadra Bhattacharya is taking wonderful care. Can we really call care to Bhagavan? Serving. Balabhadra Bhattacharya is serving so wonderfully. He's serving Gauranga Mahaprabhu very wonderfully. So he's accompanying the Lord. So the Lord, along with Balabhadra Bhattacharya, is now in Prayag, towards Prayag. Started from Vrindavan and now they are heading towards Prayag. So we will hear what happens when the Lord came to Prayag. Two major things. Our dear Rupa Goswami gets to have darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again. Also, Sanatana Goswami. So we will hear about Rupa Siksha and Sanatana Siksha today. So these two are the main things that we are going to hear, dear devotees. That's what we will hear. We will hear about the teachings. The teachings of Sanatana Goswami, teachings of Lord Chaitanya to Sanatana Goswami. So teachings we will hear, dear devotees. But there is much more than, along with the teachings, there's a beautiful background that happens. On this painting of teaching, there's a beautiful background. That beautiful background is the spiritual urgency of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami was very beautiful. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, remember when he, in the first attempt to go to Vrindavan, he went to Ramkeli and comes back. There, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he initiates the Birkhasa Sakarma, like the Sanatan Goswami to Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami. And since then, since these two brothers met Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they were unable to stay in the same place, unable to continue what they were doing. They were ministers, right? Ministers in the Muslim kingdom. They were unable to do what they were doing. So what happened to them after that? That we will hear. And we will seek the blessings of the deities of Gaudiya Sampradaya. And then we'll enter into the Katha. I think you are able to see. Yes? Are you able to see, Harvind Prabhu? No, not yet?
No, Mataji.
Maybe I should share. Yes, please. Jayatam suratau pangor mama mandamater gatim. Matsarvasvapadam bhojau radha madana mohanam. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jaya. Sambandha Acharya Srila Sanatana Goswami ki jaya. That we will hear today. How he is Sambandha Acharya. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpatrumadaham Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanastau Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Preshtalibi Sevyamanao Smarami Shri Shri Radha Govinda Dev ki jaya. Abhideya Acharya Srila Rupa Goswami ki jaya. We will hear that today. How Rupa Goswami is our Abhideya Acharya. Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamshi Vatatatastitaham Karshan Venu Swanair Gopir Gopinatha Shriyestunaham Shri Shri Radha Gopinath ki jaya. Prayojana Acharya Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami ki jaya. So continuing with our prayers. As our services go on outside, we are praying that our internal bhajan continues inside. So now I will share the Madhya Lila. Yes. So we heard till here, right? Last time. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is heading towards Prayag. This is Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's prayer. Vrindavaniyam rasakeli vartam kalena luptam nija shakti muktaha sancharya rupe vyatanot punassa prabhur vidhau prag ivaloka shrishtim. So all these pastime places of Vrindavan, they were lost. Kalena luptam nija shakti yukta. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he empowered Rupa Goswami to discover all those Tirthastalis, and especially both Rupa and Sanatana. Rupa Goswami, we will know when we hear about Rupa Goswami now. Yeah, we will know more about Rupa Goswami. So, as we heard, after these two brothers, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, after they had darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and had initiation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Ramkeli, so these two brothers, they came back. They came back to their places, to their palaces. They were very wealthy. Rupa Goswami had a lot of money, so as Sanatan Goswami. So what Rupa Goswami did was, he divided his wealth and distributed 50% to the devotees of the Lord, and 25% to his relatives, and 25% he put it aside for his emergency. Mainly here, dear devotees, Rupa Goswami was expecting some legal implications that would sprout because of his retiring from this government job as a government employee. So he was expecting some legal implications to come. So he puts some money aside in order to deal with those legal issues that would come as he retired from his job. So this is one thing, dear devotees. These Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they were scholars, they were ministers, so-called full-time into the material dealings. They were ministers under the Muslim rulers. So-called, externally it looks like they're very ordinary materialistic people, because all those dealings are like that. They are under the Muslim rulers. Yeah. And all that they are doing is assisting in ruling the kingdom. But what is happening within them? While they look like they're just having ordinary dealings, though they are ministers, it is still materialistic. So while they're having this materialistic life outside, what's going on within them inside? Rupa Goswami knew that he would end up with some legal problems if he retired from his job now. But that did not stop Rupa Goswami. His priority is set. He has decided he is going to go to Gauranga. He has decided that he has to be in the service of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So when a priority is set like that, this is what I'm going to do with my life, then everything else in the life, they will fall in their place. So it's not so much about balancing the life. We cannot balance life. It is about prioritizing things in life. What is it that is important to us in our life? It's about prioritizing, not so much about balancing. We will not be able to balance. Spirituality doesn't happen with balancing. Spirituality happens with prioritizing. Then everything else in the life, they will fall in place wherever they have to fall. Yeah. So in this way, Rupa Goswami has prioritized that he has to be in service of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And as a part of that, he has prepared himself how to deal with the legal implications that would come after he retired. So that is why he put that money aside, to use that money, to use it to solve those legal implications later. That's one thing. Then Rupa Goswami, he retired. Yeah. And he deposited 10,000 gold coins. 10,000 gold coins with one of his at a grocer, the one, shopkeeper. And that money, he kept it for Sanatana Goswami, because Sanatana Goswami could not retire. Rupa Goswami could. So Rupa Goswami, along with his brother Anupam, both of them, they started to Prayag. Because after retiring, Rupa Goswami sent 2 people to find out if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has started his travel to Vrindavana. So they came back with the information that yes, the travel has started and the Lord is going towards Vrindavan. So in order to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they came to know that he is approaching Prayag, back from Vrindavan to Prayag. So they were heading towards Prayag. So before heading towards Prayag, Rupa Goswami deposited 10,000 rupees at shopkeeper with the shopkeeper. So Sanatana Goswami could use it in order to get out of the jail. What was Sanatana Goswami put in the jail? We will come to know. We will come to know about Sanatana Goswami. What happened is, after Rupa Goswami retired, and Sanatana Goswami, he could not retire. Now his the Muslim ruler है ना Nawab. Now Nawab is Sanatana Goswami has come under radar of Nawab. Sanatana Goswami, he could not continue with that material life, material proceedings as minister. So he said, I am sick and I need some sick leave. So Sanatana Goswami just stayed home and wanted to read Bhagavatam. So that's what he was doing in his house. And Nawab came to Sanatana Goswami because he found that Sanatana Goswami was not really sick. He was just pretending to be sick. So Nawab came to his place directly to Sanatana Goswami. And then he questioned Sanatana Goswami, what are you doing? I have so many hopes on you, high hopes on you. And you were helping me so much to rule this kingdom because they're very intelligent ministers. So if you stop doing your duties now, you are not doing justice to the people in this kingdom. So what you're doing is not right. What is happening with you? Sanatana Goswami says, well, I got to say that I cannot go on with this job anymore. I also would like to retire, said Sanatana Goswami. Nawab gets very angry. Up until this sick leave, Nawab was very, very affectionate to these ministers, to Sanatana Goswami, very affectionate. And the moment Sanatana Goswami said that he would not continue, he doesn't want to continue his job, Nawab's behavior flips 180 degrees. He is not happy with Sanatana Goswami anymore. He is not caring. He is not a friend. None of those things anymore. Because it is not going to benefit him. Sanatana Goswami quitting his job will not benefit Nawab. So the relationships in this world are based on that. Whether it would benefit me or not. If the relationships are based on that, then those are called material relationships. If any relationship is based on that, then that is material relationship. Regardless of the benefit, when the relationship continues for the good of others, then that is a selfless one. And if it is based on Krishna, then that's a spiritual relationship. Yeah. Even with the family members or devotees around, this is what decides if a relationship is spiritual. Yeah. So Nawab gets angry and he puts Sanatana Goswami in jail. Then he decides to go to war on Orissa, kingdom of Orissa. Then he releases Sanatana Goswami and says again, okay, now I will release you, but come with me. I want to wage war on king of Orissa. Then Sanatana Goswami says, I am so sorry. I don't think I can come with you. You are going there to give trouble to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Jagannath, and I cannot come with you. says Sanatana Goswami. So then Nawab puts Sanatana Goswami back in the jail. So in this way, Sanatana Goswami is in the jail. Dear devotees, look at Sanatana Goswami. For his sake, he was okay to be in the jail. Okay to be in the jail. And he was released. But he refused to go with Nawab to wage war against King Prataparudra, right? Yeah. So, even if it means the trouble would fall upon the devotee, they would not want to do anything that would hurt the Lord. So that is one thing. So Sanatana Goswami, in that way, he ended up back in the jail. So this is why Sanatana Goswami is in the jail. And this is why Rupa Goswami, knowing that Sanatana Goswami is in the jail, he put 10,000 gold coins with the shopkeeper. And he writes a letter and sends it to Sanatana Goswami. He writes, Rupa Goswami says, somehow or other, just come out of the jail. I put 10,000 gold coins with the shopkeeper. Please use these gold coins and try to come out of the jail. Me and Anupam, we are heading towards Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So we are doing it. You got to do it. Please come over. That was the message. So in this way, Rupa Goswami arranged for Sanatana Goswami's release by keeping this money aside, and then proceeded towards Prayag along with Anupam. So then Rupa Goswami, Rupa Goswami along with Anupam, his brother Anupam, came to Prayag. So the Lord, along with Balabhadra Bhattacharya, is now in Prayag. So where is the Lord now in Prayag? How would we know where the Lord is? Wherever all these crowds, the crowds and mobs of people are chanting, Hari, Hari. That's how we know where the Lord is. So that's what was happening at Bindu Madhava temple at Prayag. So the Lord was ecstatically dancing, and of course everybody around who knew nothing about the Lord, who knew nothing about bhakti, they also started dancing, chanting, and everybody, Hari, Hari. So Rupa Goswami and his brother Anupam, they saw this at a distance. And then Rupa Goswami immediately, he says, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvise Namaha. He offers his praise from a distance, and both the brothers, they place grass, the blades of grass in between their teeth, and they approach Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya looks at them. He is very pleased. Then Lord Chaitanya says, my dear Rupa, come closer. Then Rupa Goswami and Anupam, they go to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they pay Sashtanga Dandavats, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, get up, Rupa. Rupa Goswami is very, very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he embraces Rupa Goswami. And of course, he embraces Anupam also, brother of Rupa Goswami. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is so merciful to you, Rupa. He released you from the prison. He released you from the prison and brought you both here. By the way, how is Sanatan? Then Rupa Goswami says, Oh Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sanatan Goswami is still in the jail. So would you please be kind upon him so he also can come and take your darshan, says Rupa Goswami. After Rupa Goswami explained how he managed to escape, then he told about Sanatan Goswami that he's still encaged in the prison and he was requesting Gauranga Mahaprabhu to please show mercy on him. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Sanatana, his shackles were broken long time ago. He will be here very soon to see me, says Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Dear devotees, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, for all the devotees of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, just knowing who Gauranga Mahaprabhu is and the Gaura Tattva, all the truths about Gauranga Mahaprabhu, as we are hearing from Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, seeing all these merciful, wonderful pastimes. Yeah, Amoga is saved just because he's a relative of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And the Lord says, even the dog in Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house is dear to me. What is this magnanimity of the Lord? Krishna is very merciful. But when he comes as Gaura, his magnanimity and mercy is beyond comprehension. So, when we know that our Lord, Gaura, his magnanimity, his mercy, and the accessibility of his mercy, when we know about him, then that is releasing us from the imprisonment of Maya. Imprisonment of Maya, imprisonment in the modes, just being a Gaura Bhakta. And then it's just a matter of time that Gauranga Mahaprabhu gives his darshan, darshan, the Krishna Prema. It's only a matter of time. All this happens because of the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That is the magnanimity of Gaura Tattva. Otherwise, how is Prem Bhakti possible in this Kali Yuga? That too, for the fallen souls who are good for nothing. It's because of Gaura. So like that, just by knowing Gaura means our shackles are broken. It's only a matter of time that Gauranga Mahaprabhu gives us further, the Prema Bhakti. So like that, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. Yeah, so that's what the Lord says. Sanatana will be here very soon. And then after this, there is a Brahmana who invites Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A Brahmana at Brindu Sarovara invites Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to please stay at his place and have prasada. So he invites Rupa Goswami and Anupam also to his place. So all three of them, they go there. And Vallabha Bhatta, Vallabhacharya, he also comes to know that there is this great sannyasi who was there at Bindu Sarovara and was so enchanting and ecstatic and is now present in this house of this Brahmana. So Vallabha Bhatta comes there to have darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu receives him well, and they discuss the topics of Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstasy becomes, it gets difficult to control as he's hearing the topics of Krishna. But somehow he's struggling to control because Vallabha Bhatta is new to him. And he doesn't want to show his ecstatic, he's not comfortable just to reveal his ecstatic feelings to a new person sitting in front of him. So that's why he was struggling to control. But Vallabha Bhatta, he could see. He could see the ecstasy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and how he's struggling to control. Then he understands that he's not an ordinary sannyasa. So Vallabha Bhatta invites Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his place at Adaila Grama or Adiyala Grama, I guess. Adaila Grama. So, and Rupa Goswami and Anupam, they were also standing there when Vallabha Bhatta was inviting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduces Rupa Goswami and Anupam. But when Vallabha Bhatta was going towards Rupa Goswami to greet him, the Rupa Goswami goes far. Both the brothers, they go far. They say, no, 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 please don't touch us. Don't touch us. We are untouchables. Then Vallabha Bhatta, he looks at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified these devotees so much. Why are they saying that they are untouchables? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, yeah. Vallabha Bhatta, don't touch them. Because they're born in a low family and they'll be in the midst of sinful sense gratifiers. Yeah. So, and they're not very aristocratic. So don't touch them, Vallabha, says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Vallabhacharya looks at Rupa Goswami and Anupam. They were constantly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Nama was always accompanying them. So Vallabha Bhatta could understand. So somebody who, in this case of pure devotees, it's not that they are chanting. It is that the Nama is accompanying them always. It has come that far that holy name got addicted to them. So Vallabha Bhatta, he looked at these two and he could realize how advanced and special these devotees are, the Nama Ashray Bhaktas, Rupa Goswami Anupam. And then also understands what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying in a very indirect way. Don't touch them. They are not aristocratic. They are not an aristocratic family like yours. They are not so scholarly like as you do. And they don't perform Vedic sacrifices as you do. So you don't touch him, says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Vallabha Bhatta could understand. Then he quotes many shlokas saying, what is the point of having the aristocratic family? What is the point of knowing, doing the Vedic rituals? And so what is the use of being so scholarly when there is no devotion? And he quotes shlokas saying how those devotees on whose tongue the holy name always dances at the tip of their tongue, how they are glorious. So Vallabha Bhatta, he quotes these two shlokas. And then, Aho Bhatta Swapachato Gariyam Yajjivagre Vartate Nama Tubhyam Te Pustapaste Juhuhu Shashnuraryam Brahmanuchur Nama Grananti Ete. Even Swapacho, even the Chandalas, they become worshipable when the holy name is dancing on the tip of their tongue. So, like that, he glorifies these devotees on whose tip of the tongue the holy name is dancing. And that's how Vallabha Bhatta, he pays his respect to Rupa Goswami and Anupam, and he invites both of them also to please come over to his place along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like that. So next day, Vallabha Bhatta, he comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to take to his place. So he has to, Vallabha Bhatta, he comes on a boat. He comes, in Prayag, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati are there, right? So he comes, he rows his boat on Yamuna and brings the boat there, and he wants to take Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the other two devotees, Rupa and Anupam, in that boat. So he takes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he gives his the seat in the boat, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sits there in the boat. All the other two devotees also, they sit in the boat, and they started going towards this Adiyala Grama, to Vallabha Bhatta's place. What happens then? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, knowing that this is Yamuna, he jumps into Yamuna. He jumps into Yamuna. And somehow, all three of them, they manage to, Balabhadra Bhattacharya is also there, is always accompanying the Lord. They manage to bring the Lord from the waters of Yamuna and place him back in the boat. Does the Lord stop chanting? Lord stop dancing? He's on the Yamuna. He's Yamuna. So he dances up and down on the boat, and the boat starts to sink. It is sinking. All the water is coming into the boat. And then the Lord is not aware of this. But finally, he notices that the boat is sinking. And then somehow he just manages to hold himself. And then all of them, somehow they make to the other side of the river, to Adiyala Grama. And Venkatapata receives the Lord very respectfully, affectionately. He receives them, does the Padabhishekam, and then does the Arati, and then after the Lord takes his bath, then Vallabha Bhatta, he serves different dishes. He's a grihastha. So he serves different dishes to the Lord. In this way, he gives very wonderful atidya to the Lord. And meanwhile, this devotee, Raghupati Upadhyaya, that is there in close to Adiyala Grama, he comes there, Raghupati Upadhyaya. He is a great scholar and a very wonderful devotee. So he comes and he pays his respects to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then they start having the discussion, the Krishna Katha. Then the Lord asks, who do you worship? Who is your worshipable Lord? Who do you worship? I worship Nanda Maharaj because he, in his backyard, the Supreme Personality of Godhead had his pastimes, like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gets very happy with his answers, and he asks these questions. Who is the foremost worshipable form? And then Raghupati Upadhyaya, he says, it's Shyamasundara. Oh, the Lord feels very happy. Okay. What form of Shyamasundara? Which age of Shyamasundara is most attractive? Is it Balya, Pauganda, Kaishora? Kaishora. Oh, yes, wonderful. What rasa of the Lord? Which rasa of the Lord is the topmost? Then Madhurya. Oh, yeah, so wonderful. Which Dhamma of the Lord is the topmost? Then Vrindavana. Oh, very wonderful, very wonderful. So they has this Krishna Katha like that, and they are very happy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes so ecstatic. he forgot to he hold his emotions because he's hearing so much about Krishna. And he embraces Raghupati Upadhyaya. What happens? Raghupati Upadhyaya, he jumps up and down too. He dances ecstatically. Now, who is seeing all this? Vallabha Bhatta. Lord forgot. Initially, he contained his emotions not to display it in front of the stranger. But now, in his own, in his very home, Vallabha Bhatta's home, the Lord is ecstatically dancing. Then Vallabha Bhatta thought, no, this is not an ordinary sannyas. He is not an ordinary personality, not an ordinary sannyasi. So he offers many glorifications, and he actually brings his two sons and makes them pay full dandavas and seek blessings on of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like that. So that's the meeting of Vallabha Bhatta with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then after this, again, when people come to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in any place, any house, what happens? What happened in Vrindavana? The fences break, people rush, doors break to have darshan of the Lord. The same thing was happening here. Everybody is coming around and they say, we want to invite Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We want to invite, yes. Everybody in all directions. And Venkat Bhatta thought, oh my God, I am unable to control this crowd. And I should offer my respects and take this very respected sannyasi again back to Prayag. I'm unable to control this crowd. And one more thing, I will not take him through Yamuna. He has seen the ecstasy of the Lord in his house, also the ecstasy of the Lord on the boat on the Yamuna. So he avoids Yamuna. He takes Ganga. And then he takes the Lord in his boat and takes him back to Prayaga, like that. So at Prayaga, what happened? It got very busy because everybody came to know it. This Brahmana's place, this wonderful sannyasi is there again. So it got busy, very busy there. But Rupa Goswami is there, and they needed to have some time. So together, because now Lord Chaitanya has to instruct Rupa Goswami. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes Rupa Goswami to Dasashwamedha Ghata near Prayag. And then when Rupa Goswami offers his full dandavas and begs to receive instructions and enlightenment and instruction from the Lord, what does the Lord do? Krishna Tattva Bhakti Tattva Rasa Tattva Pranta Sabashikaila Prabhu Bhagavata Siddhantam. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva. Yes, and the Lord said, when Rupa Goswami inquired about Bhakti, the Lord said, Rupa, what can I say about the mellows of devotional service? It is like an unlimited ocean. I may be able to say only a drop of it. Mellows of devotional service are like an ocean. Ocean, devotion, bhakti, rasa amrita sindhu is coming from here. So, Gauranga Mahaprabhu says that I can only give you a drop of that because it's such a huge ocean. Wonderful mellows of devotional service. That's very nice, dear devotees. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to teach Abhideya, the process of Abhideya to Rupa Goswami. What is this Abhideya? See, Sambandha Prayojana Abhideya. The thing is, the Rupa Goswami asked these questions, but yeah, we will go ahead, hear it now. Sambandha is, who am I, first of all? Jiva, okay? And how am I? Where did I come from? Bhagavan, okay? So this aspect of who am I, who do I belong to, is Sambandha. So Sambandha is the relationship of the Jiva with Bhagavan. Yeah, that's Sambandha. Abhideya. Abhideya is how can the jiva go back to Bhagavan? What is the process? The process of jiva going to Bhagavan or turning to Bhagavan is Abhideya. Abhideya is the process of bhakti. Yeah. Why should the jiva turn towards Bhagavan or go to Bhagavan? So it can bond with Bhagavan in love for prema, Krishna prema. That's prayojana. So that's Sambandha Abhideya Prayojana. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we will hear what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I think. Here it is not there in detail, but we can hear now. Yeah. So what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says is, कोटिज्ञानी मध्येहायां एकजन मुक्ता कोटि मुक्ता मध्ये दुर्लभा eka Krishna bhaktam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts explaining who the jiva is first. Because to start to explain about Abhideya, first we have to know who jiva is, who Bhagavan is. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining. Jiva. The jiva is from Bhagavan, and the size of the jiva, Atma jiva, is 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair. So when one takes the tip of the hair and split it into 100 parts, and again take one part of that 100th part and split it again into 100 parts, the smallest part that ends up, that is 100,000th part. So that is the size of the soul. That's the size of the soul. Then how many kinds of souls are, how many varieties of souls are there? 8,400,000 species. So many jivas are there. So many varieties of jivas are there. So that's the size of the jivas and the varieties of the jiva. In other words, the varieties of bodies on the jiva are 8,400,000 species. And among them, there are chara and achara, moving and non-moving. And amongst moving, the rare birth is human form. And amongst the human life, there are many who are in Sankuchita Chetana, animalistic, only eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. And this Kilandra, Hunindra, Yavanas, those are those who are not cultured. Yeah. So even among the human beings, there are many who are not cultured. So what are we left with? There are only few jivas that has the human form and are cultured. And even in those cultured human beings, कोटि ज्ञानी मध्ये है एक जन मुक्ता कोटि मुक्त मध्ये दुर्लभा एक कृष्ण भक्त कृष्ण भक्त निष्कामा आता एव शांता भुक्ति मुक्ति सिद्धि कामी सकली अशांता. So among these cultured human beings, some are wanting bhukti, material enjoyment, the karma kandis. They may be cultured, they may be knowing Vedas, they may be scholarly, but they want the happiness of this world, from this world, karma kandis. That section is also gone. Only a little fraction is remaining now. And even in that little fraction, there are muktikamis who want liberation. So now we are left with very few, a very small fraction of human beings. They are Krishna Bhaktas, that are Nishkama. They don't have the Kama of Bhukti, they don't have the Kama of Mukti. Because they do not have the desire for sense enjoyment or to get rid of the problems. Liberation means, how can I get rid of my problem? That mode of thinking is liberation. How can I get enjoyment here in this life? Yeah, that mode of thinking is bhukti kami. It's not that these karmakandis are somewhere else and only they are bhukti kamis. And it's not that like impersonalists, the Mayavadis, they are mukti kamis. Yes, they may be there outside, but so much of our thinking, though we took up devotion, is this kind of thinking, either bhukti kami or mukti kami. Otherwise, why would our mind not stay with the nama? Because the mind is thinking, how can I come up with a plan to get rid of this problem, to prevent any more problems coming and falling upon me? This problem, that problem, how do I solve? Means we want to have mukti. We want to just be free of problems. If mind is not busy in solving a problem or preventing a problem, it will be busy thinking, I think I should do that. That'll be so nice. Either sense gratification or ego gratification. So, bhukti kami is enjoying tendency. Yeah? Mukti kami is a desire to be out of pain. Mukti kami is avoiding tendency. Bhukti kami is enjoying tendency. Dear devotees, avoiding tendency. So these are the reasons. So, but not having any, when there is no effort to prevent anything that is falling upon us, when there is no inclination to desire to enjoy anything around, that's nishkama. Then there will be shanti, peace. When we are not constantly thinking of how to enjoy, or constantly thinking how to get rid of my problem. When we are just in peace with whatever Krishna is giving us, with whatever Krishna's arrangement is, when we are peace with it, yes, that's nishkama. That's when we can be peaceful. That's how that's how we get peace. Not by getting rid of the problems, not by avoiding them, not by going after the enjoying, going around trying to enjoy. We are in peace when we accept everything as Krishna's. That's nishkama. So, yeah. So in this way, there are only few devotees that are Krishna Bhakta. They are nishkama and they are shanta. Okay, so that's about the jivas. And then after that, now the jiva, how to go to Bhagavan. What is the abhideya? What is the process? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts explaining the process. Brahmanda brahmite kone bhagyavan jiva guru Krishna prasade paya bhakti lata bija. That's the start. When this jiva, who is wandering in different brahmandas, when they get the bhakti, that is the start of their journey towards Krishna. Dear devotees, so our start of journey towards Krishna is when we got the Bhakti Lata Bija, Diksha from our Gurudevas. Yeah. So this Bhakti Lata Bija is a seed. Now the seed, see when the seed is underground, right? So it has to sprout. The seed has to come up the ground, sprout. And then the lata, the creeper starts. After sprouting, this creeper, the bhakti creeper is visible, and then bhakti creeper starts growing. So, how does this seed germinate and become a creeper? By watering. The seed is under the ground now, Bhakti Lata. And how does it become a creeper and come above the ground? By watering. What is the water? Malihana karise bijaropana Shravanam kirtana jale karayese chana. Shravanam. Hearing about Bhagavan. Hearing about his sambandha to Bhagavan. Hearing about how he can go to Bhagavan. Hear about the truth. And when is that hearing complete? When there is mananam happening inside and comes out as kirtan. Kirtan is to glorify the Lord. Yeah, to speak, to glorify the Lord. Chant the holy names of the Lord, glorify the Lord. So when the hearing happens, and how do we know we have heard? When we start to speak what we have heard. That's kirtan, glorifying. So with this process, this is watering the bija. Now the creeper has come up. It is above the ground now. The seed has germinated. What do we do? The creeper is very tender. It's just germinating, huh? It has just come up the ground. What do we do? It has to be protected, right? Any animals can come from any direction and can start eating the creeper. So what do? We have to fence. Put a fence around the creeper. What is that fence? Yedi Vaishnava aparadha ute hati mata upade vachinde tara sukhiyaya pata. This fence is like Vaishnava etiquette. Vaishnava etiquette is our fence, protecting fence. So we do not commit Vaishnava aparadha. Vaishnava etiquette is a fence, not only through the words, but a fence in the thought too. Vaishnava etiquette is we don't offend the Vaishnavas with our behavior or words, and with our thoughts too. That's also part of Vaishnava etiquette. In that way, when we have a fence like that, then our Bhaktilata is very well protected. If this fence is not there, what happens? Hati Mata is mad elephant. On one side, we may be doing bhakti. But when this aparadha is constantly happening with our behavior or with our words or in the mind, what is it doing inside? Bhaktilata Bija is inside. This aparadha, this corrupted software that runs in our mind about the devotees, the negative corruptive software that runs. And as a result, the words and the actions that come accordingly, all this is compared to as mad elephant. Why is it? It's not just elephant, but mad elephant. Very strong, Henna. First of all, elephant. And it is mad. So that corrupted software is like that. That's inside. That we have to keep an eye. Ye to corrupted software chal raha hai andar. This is mad elephant. Turn it off. Turn off that corrupted software. Otherwise, it is said that the mad elephant tramples upon Bhaktilata and breaks it. And then the leaves of the Bhaktilata, they wither away when that happens. This is one thing, dear devotees, one single most important thing. Bhakti is very potent. It can flow on its own. One thing that we don't want to do is Vaishnava Parada. If we have to put it in a positive affirmation, one thing we want to make sure that we do is Vaishnava Seva. Again, Vaishnava Seva starts in the mind. What am I thinking about the other Vaishnava? And then, of course, it comes out in the words and actions that are pleasing to Vaishnavas. This is important, very important. Yeah, so that's fencing, Vaishnava etiquette, to avoid Vaishnava parada. Okay, the fence is there, good. Bhakti is going on, Shravanam is going on, watering is happening very nicely, fence is there, intact. So maybe my bhakti is going on very well. Nishitachara kutinati jiva himsana labha puja pratishtadi yata upashakha gana. Bhakti is going on very well. Everybody is praising, huh? Very wonderful. Yeah, because you are an advanced devotee, that's why everybody is praising, huh? And it's okay. It's okay to hurt others. It happens in devotion. Yeah, it happens sometimes when we do things. It can happen. No problem. Yeah. And yeah, I am getting all these gifts. It's okay to get the gifts, of course. Because we are doing services, yeah, we get the gifts. It's okay. Okay to get all this. Okay to be duplicitous. Okay to hurt around. Okay to be worshipped. Okay to be praised. Wanting to be praised. These are all like unwanted creepers. Though the Shravanam is going on, only the Tulasi has to grow. Only the devotion creeper has to grow. We take off the weeds around the Tulsi Devi. Otherwise, these weeds can take all the water and all the fertilizer and can compete with Tulsi Devi. So we have to remove the unwanted creepers. And if we take a look at this, these unwanted creepers that are there, they are very much linked with the Vaishnava Parada. Because one is one is duplicitous and one is wanting prestige, one is wanting to be recognized, then they don't hesitate to think or to say anything to others if they don't get what they want. In this way, Vaishnava Parada happens. So both of them are kind of linked. So when one has this fence of Vaishnava etiquette, and when one is vigilant about not having any other weeds and continues to water, then this devotional creeper, Bhakti Lata Bija, passes through the Anartha Nivritti, gets steady, and then this creeper is now going towards up and up, pierces all the layers of Brahmanda, and then goes beyond Brahmanda, enters into the Goloka Vrindavana, and this creeper rests at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. The lotus feet of Lord Krishna is like a plant. The creeper goes around the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. This is what happens to the Bhakti Lata Bija when the watering is done constantly and fence is intact and when the weeds are removed. So dear devotees, does it really happen, this Bhakti Lata Bija? It really pierces all the layers in the Brahmanda? That's what the stages of Asakti and Bhava is about. Yeah, so that's why the next topic is, as this Bhakti Lata Bija is piercing the layers of Brahmanda, we heard, right, in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the layers of Brahmanda, how all the Panchabhutas are 10 times more than the preceding ones. And then comes the mind, that is also a layer. And then intelligence is a layer, false ego is a layer. These are all the layers, very thick layers, even in Brahmanda too. So when Bhakti Lata Bija is growing, it penetrates to all these layers. Through the layer of Ahamkara also, goes beyond that. And that's what happens in the stage of Asakti and Bhava. Bhava is also called as Rati. So what are the When the devotional creeper is going beyond asakti to bhava and rati, what is happening there? How many kind of ratis are there, or bhava? Different mellows, rati or bhava. How many kinds are there? Types of ratis or bhavas. Shanta bhava, dasya rati, sakya rati, vatsalya rati, and madhurya rati. These are the 5 primary ones. These are called 5 primary bhavas or ratis, and there are 7 sthayi bhavas or secondary ratis. These are the details of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. We'll just touch base here, dear devotees. We will just know that these are there. If we start explaining this, it will get, if we go in detail, it will take more time. So maybe we will do this in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But just to know that there are 5 primary ratis, and Shanta is not considered as in the bhava, because there is no servitude there. So we will go into the details later, but this is the information. There are 5 mellows, 5 kind of primary ratis or bhavas, and there are 7 secondary ratis. And okay, just a small example, so we understand this. Say if somebody has this, we'll take this vatsalya, okay? So there is vatsalya bhava or vatsalya rasa. So how many kinds of vatsalya rasas are there? We know what Mother Yashoda is experiencing is kevala vatsalya. She doesn't know that his baby Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. She doesn't want to know. She doesn't know. So, kevala vatsalya. Only paternal affection. That is in Goloka or Gokula Vrindavan. But vatsalya mixed with awe and reverence. Devaki, after Lord Krishna took birth and appeared as in 4 armed forms, then Devaki, she offered prayers to the form of the Lord. And of course, the Lord again became a baby Krishna. And again, Devaki, she offered praise to Lord Krishna when she met him at the place of Kurukshetra during the lunar eclipse. So in this way, there are occasions where Devaki offered prayers to Krishna, though he is her son. So that is Aishwarya Jnana Mishra Rati. It means the parental affection is affected by the knowledge of Bhagavan, knowing that his son is Bhagavan. So this mixed paternal rasa, Vatsalya rasa, not paternal, but Vatsalya rasa. This is mixed with Aishwarya and Jnana, knowledge that my son is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I am offering my respects. Son, but yes, I offer him respect. So this is one kind of mellow in Vatsalya rasa. Like that, for all these things, all the primary bhavas, there are either Kevala or Aishwarya Jnana Mishra, like that for each one of us. And this is enough for us for now, just to know what is this Kevala Rati and what is this Mishra Rati. That's all, dear devotees. And these are the examples of in different rasas. In Vatsalya rasa, we just heard Mother Devaki in the mixed rasa, and Yashoda is pure parental rasa. And in Sakya rasa, Arjuna is in the mixed one, because when Lord Krishna showed Vishwarupam in Bhagavad Gita, but for Sridama, Sudama, they are not aware that their friend is Supreme Personality of Godhead, like that. So that is Kevala rasa. Like that, these are the examples. And in Madhurya Rasa, Rukmini knows, oh, my husband is Dwarakadisha, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Radharani doesn't know, doesn't care. She's in Kevala Madhurya Rati. Like that. And in the servants, Daruka knows that who I'm fanning now is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Raktaka, Chitraka, and Patraka, they do not know. They know Krishna only as the son of Nanda Maharaj. Like that. And the last one for Rupa Goswami's Siksha is, this is to say that in Madhurya Rasa, all the Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya are already, they are present in Madhurya. Actually, Shanta is just realizing constitutional position. There is no Rasa there. But Dasya, Sakya and Vatsalya are present in Madhurya. Oh, that is why Madhurya Rasa is more complete and is more dense. Yeah, just that is enough. So Rupa Goswami received all that from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now it's time to go. Time to go. Time to leave Prayag. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's leaving Prayag, and Rupa Goswami says, no, Mahaprabhu, I also want to come with you. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I gave you service. You go to Vrindavana and you discover the Lila Stalis and you start writing what I have instructed you. Your service is there to Vrindavana. He hears that Rupa Goswami collapses, falls unconscious, seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leaving. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you go to Vrindavana, after I go to Puri, then you can come back from Vrindavana to meet me in Puri. He says that. Nevertheless, since Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is leaving, Rupa Goswami, what would happen to him? Whatever has happened to all the devotees so far. What happens when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leaves like that? They fall unconscious. So Rupa Goswami, he falls unconscious there. And so the Brahmana that's present there, he brings Rupa Goswami back to his place. And now the Lord is moving from Prayag to Varanasi. And who is there in Varanasi? Sanatana Goswami. How did he come here? Sanatana Goswami. We heard Sanatana Goswami is in jail, right? So when he received the letter from Rupa Goswami, somehow come out. Come out. Let's keep going to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So far we heard about Rupa Goswami, dear devotees. And now Sanatana Goswami, his story, how he goes non-stop, how he's on a mission, his spiritual urgency, to have darshan of Mahaprabhu and to be in the seva of Mahaprabhu. That's our spiritual urgency. To be in the seva of Gauranga. So Sanatana Goswami, the jailkeeper, he bribed the jailkeeper. He said, you jailkeeper, you are, please do me a favor. Please take this gold coins and release me so I can go on a religious pilgrimage. Yeah. And in this way, you also will get some benefit by helping me. And I will also go on pilgrimage like that. Then 7,000 were not enough. So he bribes more, 8,000, somehow manages to come out of the jail. And of course he says, well, the jailkeeper says, okay, I can take the money, I can release you. But what if Nawab Hussain comes and asks, where are you? It means, I know, I can release you, but I want more bribery. We know, coming from India, this is how they talk, right? Then Sanatan Goswami says, okay, yeah. When Nawab comes, you just tell him that this Sanatan, Sakar Malik, he has gone to Ganga to just attend nature's call to pass stool, but with the chains, with his chained hands and legs, he just drowned himself in Ganga. So in this way, he's not visible anymore. He got drowned in Ganga. So you tell this to Nawab Hussain. I'm giving you a few more gold coins. So please say this to Nawab Hussain and then you release me. So now then the jail keeper is happy with all those gold coins and releases Sanatan Goswami. So Sanatan Goswami goes towards Ganga, and his servant Ishan also comes with him. So both of them, they cross Ganga and they go to this place. Actually, they both of them start going towards Vrindavan. They haven't crossed the Ganga yet. They start escaping, escaping from West Bengal, from that Muslim province. So they come to a hilly tract. Sanatana Goswami is taking not the main road, but the back road. So it is all hilly, because now he's a government prisoner. So he will not be, he will be at risk if he's seen by the people. So that's why he's hiding from all of them and escaping. So that's why he had to go through these hilly areas. So when this big hilly area came, Sanatan Goswami, he took the help of a landlord that was there. So he was traveling and he had to stay overnight, like, our motels, hotels that we stay overnight. So Sanatan Goswami, along with his servant Ishan, he approached a landlord there to stay there overnight and to ask his help to cross over the hilly area, because he's a local person there and he does it to all the travelers to help them cross the hilly area. So when Sanatana Goswami came there was a palmistry, a Jyotisha that was present with this landlord, and he said, this person who has come to you has 7 gold coins, says this Jyotisha. So this landlord thinks in his mind, okay, I will invite this guest, I will kill him, and then I'll take the 7 coins. So he thinks like that. So he invites Sanatan Goswami very nicely. Yes, 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 come, please, please, please. Yeah, both of you come here. Yes, stay at our place here. So he invites very affectionately, unusually affectionate. So then Sanatan Goswami thinks, why is he behaving? Why is he so particularly affectionate to me? Ishan, do you have any gold coins with you? These are all very intelligent people, dear devotees. They're ministers. So then Ishan says, yeah, I have gold coins. Then Sanatan Goswami realizes, okay, this is why he was giving me so much of respect and attention. And then he says, Ishan, why did you bring them here? This will be the cause of our trouble. So he calls the landlord and says, oh, dear landlord, actually we have these gold coins. I'm giving you all of them. So you please help us cross over this hilly area. Then the landlord says, good you gave me those gold coins. Actually, I was going to kill you for those gold coins. But I am glad you saved me from a sin of killing a person. So now I will help you. Just as a matter of accumulation of piety, I'll help you cross over the hilly area. How strange is that person, right? He's saying I was going to kill you. But that's good. I mean, he's saying, now I want to at least do the piety. I'll help you. Then Sanatan Goswami says, he's a minister and he's on a mission. He's on a mission. He's on a mission to get rid of everything that would stop him from going further. He knows these gold coins will stop him. He knows he will have some attacks from outside to steal these gold coins. So he says to landlord, no, please take them. You should really do a favor by taking these from me. Otherwise, if you don't take, somebody else will come. and steal them from me and harm me. So for my sake, please take them. So in this way, Sanatana Goswami, he gives those gold coins, and then he crosses over the hilly area and then comes to the other side. Then Sanatana Goswami, he asks Ishan, he says, Ishan, I feel like you have one more gold coin with you. Is that right? How could Sanatana Goswami read the mind of Ishan? Ishan, Ishan says, yes, I still have one gold coin with me. Okay, Ishan, it's time for you to go back. You keep that gold coin, you use it, you please go back. I will go by myself from here on. So one after the other, Sanatana Goswami is getting rid of all the troubles and obstacles that are coming on his mission. So Ishan goes away, and now now he has to cross Ganga to go to Varanasi on the other side. So when Sanatana Goswami is coming through this hilly, crossing this hilly tract, there is this person called Shrikant. He is also in the government office on the other side. And he was sitting at the top of the mountains, and he is employed again by the king of that place, the Nawab of that place, to buy the horses. So he was watching the horses graze. In that way, he saw Sanatana Goswami also coming towards him. And this Shrikant is the brother-in-law of Sanatana Goswami. So he meets Sanatana Goswami, and he says to Sanatana Goswami, I'm so glad to see you, but stay here at my place, at least for 2-3 days, and dress up like a gentleman, and relax here for some time. See, you have traveled all this long. Now just get relieved of the fatigue. Stay here for a few days. What does Sanatana Goswami say? I cannot stay here. Even for a minute extra, I got to go. I cannot stay here further. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. This is like, Hanuman, when he's bringing that mountain, which has the Sanjeevani medicine. And Hanuman was stopped by, I think, one of the rishis. He says, no, yes, you can go, but take my atidya, receive my, be my host for some time. Spend a little time with me, and then of course you can go back. You can go. You have time to take this hill with Sanjeeva. You have time. So just spend a little time with me. What does Hanuman say? Not a minute. I'm not stopping here. I got to go. I got to go. Who are on a mission with a spiritual urgency. They are clear. They are clear, and they can be only peaceful when they can go, 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 and be in the seva of Gauranga. So Sanatana Goswami, he leaves that place, and before that, Shrikant gives him a good blanket because it's cold. So he takes a blanket and goes, Sanatana Goswami, and then he comes to know where Gauranga Mahaprabhu is. After crossing the Ganga, he goes to Varanasi. He comes to know that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is in the home of Chandrasekhara. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu there in the house of Chandrasekhara and Kashi Mishra he was offering prasadam every day. So hosting was by Chandrasekhara, and the prasadam arrangements Kashi Mishra. Is that Kashi Mishra? Chandrasekhara and Kashi Mishra. Yeah. So, yeah. Then Sanatana Goswami comes to the house of this Chandrasekhara. And then he just stays outside. He sits there outside, quiet. That's all. Then Gauranga Mahaprabhu says, Chandrasekhara, can you see if there is a Vaishnava outside your home? Please call the Vaishnava inside. Then Chandrasekhara goes outside. He looks around. He doesn't see any Vaishnava. He comes back and says, No, Mahaprabhu, I didn't see any Vaishnava there. Did you see somebody who is in old, dirty clothes with long beard sitting there? Chandrasekhar go back again. Yeah, I see somebody there like that. Yes, please call him inside. Invite him inside. Then Chandrasekhar goes and he invites Sanatana Goswami inside. Sanatana Goswami, he offers prostrated obeisances. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu picks him up. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, shoulder to shoulder, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Sanatana Goswami very lovingly. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, Oh, Sanatana, Krishna is so merciful that he released you from those shackles. And then Sanatana Goswami says, I know nothing about Krishna. Mahaprabhu, you are my savior. I know you have made these arrangements. That's our position, dear devotees. Krishna is there. Bhagwan is there. But Krishna Data, our Gurudevas who are giving us Krishna, they we know them well. They know us well. They are the one who take us to Krishna. So that's why Bhagavan is there, but Acharya Bhagavan, Srila Prabhupada. Krishna is there, but we didn't know anything about him. It's Srila Prabhupada that has to take us to Krishna. It's the Acharya Bhagavan that takes us to Bhagavan. So, in this way, our Gurujana, Srila Prabhupada, they are the Bhagavan that are visible to us, that can take us to Bhagavan. That's why, Guru Nishta, depending on Guru and Krishna, and that's where it comes. So, Sanatana Goswami says that, and then, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, okay, Chandrasekhara, can you give him some, good clean clothes and get his beard shaved? And so he asked Chandrasekhara, and then Sanatana Goswami, of course, he gets a little reasonably clean, and the beard is gone, and he was offered new clothes too. The beard is gone, Shika is there, and he was offered new clothes. But Sanatana Goswami says, no new clothes, please. I will just take, this is from Tapan Mishra. When Tapan Mishra is offering new clothes, no, you please give me the used dhoti of yours. That's all. And then when Tapan Mishra gives a used dhoti, then he tears him into two pieces and then uses as an undergarment and then to wrap around like that. Mahaprabhu is looking at all this. He's getting very satisfied. He's seeing the renunciation of Sanatana Goswami. He didn't accept the new clothes, but he still has this expensive blanket on him that was gifted to him by Shrikant. So Mahaprabhu is looking at the blanket again and again. Sanatana Goswami could understand. So Mahaprabhu is not in agreement with me wearing this blanket. So this blanket should go away. So he goes outside to take a bath in the river. There, he trades his blanket, expensive blanket, with a torn quilt from a poor person at the bank of the river. So he comes back. Sanatana Goswami completely renounced with a torn quilt only. no blanket too. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very happy and sees that Sanatana Goswami is ready for the instruction now. This is one thing, dear devotees. What instruction do we get will depend upon how much we are ready for it. So Mahaprabhu was waiting to see that Sanatana Goswami is completely ready. And now Sanatana Goswami says, one last attachment with that blanket is also gone. Mahaprabhu, it's all because of your mercy. Now, would you please kindly instruct me? With the straw in between the teeth, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Sanatana Goswami says, like a blank paper. I do not know who I am. I am confused. So please tell me who I am and what is my duty. So that is like approaching like a blank paper. And this is simplicity, like a blank paper. He knows, he's a scholar. He knows about the devotion to everything. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, Sanatana, I know that you know everything, but sadhus are like this. They just want to hear so they can get reinforced. And now to the questions asked by Sanatana. Who am I? Why am I suffering? How can I get out of this suffering? To those questions, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts giving the answers. Jivera swarupahaya Krishnera nitya dasa Krishnera tatastha shakti bheda bheda prakasham. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan has three energies. The external energy, marginal energy, and internal energy. Jiva Shakti is the marginal energy. And this Jiva is the Nitya Dasa of Bhagavan. Then why is this Jiva suffering? Krishna Bhuli se Jiva Anadi Bahir Mukha Ataiva Mayatare Deya Samsara Dukkam. Because the Jiva forgot Krishna, turned away Krishna and forgot Krishna, that's why Jiva is suffering. Then what does Jiva need to do in order to regain its memory? Abhideya nama bhakti prema prayojana purushartha shiromani prema mahadana. This Jiva should take up the process of bhakti. Why? Why should this abhideya or the process of bhakti be taken? So they can get the prayojana, which is sadhya, Krishna prema. So this is the start of Sanatana Siksha, and we are just so now that the Jiva about Bhagavan Sambandha Abhideya Prayojana is outlined, Mahaprabhu is saying, he's giving a drishtanta, a parable. He says, there's a Jyotish, there is a Jyotishya that comes to a house of poor man and says, I see you suffering with poverty, but you have wealth in your house. He says that. And he also says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, so this Jyotishya who is revealing the relationship between this poor man and the wealth he has is exactly like Shastra. Shastra tells what the identity of the Jiva is and tells about Bhagavan and the relationship of this Jiva with Bhagavan. Not only that, here this Jyotisha says, you have a property in your house, but do you know how to get it? So that information also has to be given. We can say we are part and parcel of the Lord. That is there. But how to go back to the Lord, that information also should be given. That is also given by Shastra. So in that Drishtanta parable, he says, the Jyotisha, Jyotisha person, he says, when you start digging towards the south, there will be a big black snake, which means, and if you start digging towards north, there will be all the wasps and drones will start to come up. When you go towards west, then there will be a ghost attacking you. So you have to dig towards the east, then you will find the treasure. Your hands will touch the sand and underneath which the treasure will be. Like that, the Jyotisha person tells this poor man. In this way, Shastra also says who we belong to and what not to do and what to do. What not to do is, don't go for yoga, which is digging on the north side. Don't go for karma, which is digging on the south side. Don't go for jnana, which is digging on the west side. So go for bhakti. This is the only thing that will take you to Bhagavan. In this way, Shastra gives the knowledge of prayojana, abhideya, the knowledge of coming to Bhagavan. Like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after explaining Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana, and a little more about the Prayojana part, there's a detailed explanation about Bhagavan, the Tattva of Bhagavan. How Krishna's various ages, Balya, Pauganda, Kaishora, the different ages of Bhagavan, and how all these ages and pastimes of Bhagavan, they are eternal. We will just say at this point, dear devotees, and it will be very helpful to you. What does it mean by the pastimes being eternal and always happening? We are almost coming to an end. So we will see, this example will help us. Say, pastimes are eternal. What does it mean? It means the pastimes are going non-stop. See, this is the example. You make a flower garland, So first flower garland, first put the rose petals and then thread the jasmines, and then you can thread in marigolds. Okay, so when you thread these rose petals, the first part, if these are like Balya Lila of Lord Krishna, and the flowers that are following the rose petals, the jasmine, they are like Pauganda Lila. And the flowers following the jasmine, the marigold, they are like Kaishora Lila. Okay? And all of them are threaded. Yeah? So when you take this garland, yeah, and when you swirl it around like that, you will see that the whole garland with the rose petals, jasmines, and marigold, it follows the path. First the rose petals come, then the jasmine come, then marigold come. It likes that. A constant circle will go on like this. So imagine there are all the universes in that circular path where you are swirling the garland. So in this way, all the pastimes are constantly passing through all the universes eternally like that. And that's how in one universe, Krishna is taking birth, and the very pastime, it quickly goes to the next universe. There the Krishna is taking birth. And the very next universe, the Krishna is taking birth. And this is followed by Krishna's Pauganda Leela in this universe. And it quickly goes to the next universe, the Pauganda Leela. Like the jasmines are following the rose petals and marigold are following the jasmines in the flower garland example we made. In this is why they're called eternal, because all these pastimes, they go through different universes constantly like that. non-stop. So that's devotees. And these things are about the opulences of Krishna. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu, as we have just mentioned, he gives detailed information about Bhagavan, about the age, about the pastimes, about the opulences, how the whole spiritual world is like a lotus flower, and the center of the lotus flower is the Goloka. All the petals are like Vaikuntha planets. And the opulences of Krishna, though he looks like a cowherd boy, simple cowherd boy, how innumerable Vishnu Murtis are manifested from Gopal during Brahma Vimohan Lila. So those are the opulences. And there's one more thing. Swayantvu Asamshayatyash Triadhisha. Triadhisha. He is the Adisha of three things. What are those three things that he is Isha of? He is the master of Krishna, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Those three things. And Mahavishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu. Krishna is the master of all these expressions because they come from Krishna. And then he's the master of Vrindavana, Vaikuntha, and all the material worlds too. And he's the master of Goloka, Mathura, and Dwaraka, like that. These are the opulences of Lord Sri Krishna, three Adisha. And about this whole thing, we actually discussed this before in the beginning of Chaitanya Pravaha about each one of them. Yeah, personal abodes, Vaikuntha planet, Sadashiva, material world, and also about different avatars, the Purusha avatars, Guna avatars, Manvantara avatars, all of them. We have discussed them all. We have heard them all in the beginning. So we are just mentioning all of those here. And one of the opulence of Krishna, sweetness of Krishna. Yeah, these are the last ones. This is beautiful to hear. One of the opulence of Krishna. So one day, our Brahma with four-headed Brahma, he has four heads because we have four main directions. He thought he is a very opulent person, and he decides to see Krishna in Dwaraka. And he goes there to Dwaraka and tells the doorkeeper there and says, just can you tell Krishna that Brahma is here to see him? Brahma is thinking very high of himself because he is Brahma. He is the head of the whole universe, and Krishna is just in Dwaraka, in one place in his universe. That's what he was thinking. So then Krishna asks the question, which Brahma are you talking about? So this doorkeeper, he went back and asked Brahma. I told Krishna that you are here, but he was asking, which Brahma are you? And then Brahma didn't understand. What? I thought I'm the only Brahma. Which Brahma am I? And then, just then, innumerable Brahmas from innumerable universes, they were coming to have darshan of the Lord. Some had eight, multiples of 8, hundreds and thousands of heads. And this four-headed Brahma, our Brahma, he looks at all this and then he feels ashamed of himself, and he understands the opulence of Krishna. That he may look like ordinary person, but he's very opulent. So that's one more Lila. And the sweetness of Krishna. The sweetness of Krishna, where the gopis are thinking, why did this Brahma create this eyelids? I had to blink. This blinking is preventing us from having darshan of our beloved. He's so sweet. So, about the opulences and sweetness of Krishna. Yeah, so this is a beautiful one. All the moons that are present on the face of Krishna, the whole face of Krishna is a full moon. Left cheek is one moon, right cheek is one moon. Forehead is half moon, and the sandalwood pulp on his forehead is full moon. Fingernails has 10 moons, toenails has 10 moons. So there are 24.5 moons, including his fingernails and toenails. Lord Sri Krishna has this. And this is related to the Gayatri mantra. But these are all the personal details of the Lord, his opulences, his sweetness. And we will end with this verse saying how sweet and beautiful the Lord is. Yenmartya Lila upaikam swayoga maya balam darshayata grihitam Vismapanam swasya cha saubhagardhe param padam bhushana bhushanangam. The shloka says how the Lord, the limbs of the Lord himself is the ornaments of the ornaments he is wearing. He is that beautiful. So his features are that sweet and beautiful. That's all, dear devotees. So this is all. This was spoken by Gauranga Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami. So what did we hear today? About Rupa Goswami and then Sanatana Goswami. So Rupa Goswami, both of them, they are on a spiritual mission, spiritual urgency. So Rupa Goswami, how he knew that he would get these legal implications when he resigns, but that did not stop him. So we make priorities, we set our priorities in our life. It's not so much about balance, but it's about prioritizing. As we prioritize our things and start doing them, then everything else will fall in place. That we heard. And then Rupa, Anupam, they started towards Prayag, and then affectionately received by Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And then after that, we heard how one may have scholarliness, Vedic, one may be able to do the Vedic sacrifice, all that. But one who chants the holy name constantly, he is the topmost one, topmost and worshipable person that we have heard. And then we heard about the ecstasy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Vallabha Bhatta. There also. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started explaining to Rupa Goswami at the Dasashwamedha Ghata after returning from Vallabha Bhatta. There we heard about the Jiva, how rare is the human birth, and in the human birth, how rare is Krishna Bhakti. And there we heard about Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti, devotees are peaceful because they are not too anxious to get rid of their problems, and they're not too greedy to enjoy something in this world. So that's why the devotees are peaceful. And they take everything as Krishna's arrangement, and they just simply situate in seva. So they are peaceful. That's devotees. And those three things, right? Bhakti Lata Bija. The Shravanam and Kirtanam are like water. And Vaishnava etiquette is our savior, like a fence. And one thing to avoid is Vaishnava Aparadha. Vaishnava Aparadha starts in the thought and then goes from the word to the deed. So that is to be avoided. We want to turn off that corrupted software. And of course, weeding. We want to see only the devotion grows, but no weeds there. That we have heard. That's about Rupa Goswami and Abhideya. We also heard about the rasas, the 5 primary rasas and the secondary ratis. That's Rupa Goswami. How all the rasas are present in the Madhurya rasa, starting from Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya. All of them are present in Madhurya rasa. That's Rupa Goswami's. And Sanatana Goswami, how he was determined to, yeah. And he got rid of those coins, the gold coins, the 7 coins, and then 1 coin. And after that, the blanket, the expensive blanket, all of them gone. And he was on a mission. He didn't want it to wait there. Okay, let me catch up with some rest and relax a little bit and then go on. They cannot do that. So on a spiritual mission. That we have heard. And Sanatana Goswami, the Siksha, Sanatana Goswami Siksha, there we heard about how Jiva is the Krishnera Nitya Dasa. And our problem, our misery is when we see a problem or we experience a misery only when we forget Krishna. It's only the forgetfulness of Krishna. That's the only reason for the misery. But once we remember Krishna, once we remember this is Krishna's arrangement, once we remember I have Krishna, then there will be no misery. So the forgetfulness of Krishna is the misery. And the process of reviving our memory is Abhideya. And when we revive our memory and relationship with Lord Krishna, the prayojana is to be in loving reciprocation with Bhagavan, Krishna Prema. That's the prayojana that we heard. And after that, we heard more about Bhagavan, his opulences. After that, we heard about how Shastra guides the jiva, about the Sambandha Jnana, tells us about Bhagavan, and also tells us about the process of bhakti through the through that drishtanta that was explained. And after that, we heard about the opulences of Bhagavan and the sweetness of Bhagavan and the beauty of Bhagavan. That's all, dear devotees. Okay, so we will pause here. Thank you all so very much.